Lifelong Warringtonian Mark Moran established mental health support group Resolving Inner Stressful Emotions Warrington last year. He's faced his own mental health battles for over 20 years and was left devastated when he lost his brother David to suicide in 2016. And we sat down with him at the outset in Warrington Town Centre to hear about his journey as well as his mission with the organisation.
I've had my own mental health problems for over 20 years now. I have two conditions, and I lost my brother in 2016 as well. Same diagnosis, and it was a real jolt to the family. There wasn't really that much of a reason why. We still got questions unanswered, but that just gave me the driving force to say that we need to do something as a community. Services are flat out doing everything they can, and we get that. We're really supportive of the services we get, but Rise is just about this sort of like lifeboat to some degree. It just fills that gap of just having that chat and a cup of tea with somebody who might feel a little bit isolated or doesn't get out much. So yeah, my journey's kind of, I feed into that what I can with my experiences and what's helped me in the past, really.
And Rise obviously launched last year. What is the main mission and objective of the organisation?
Ours really is just good people helping other good people through difficult times. We've been there, we've had it, we've felt the pain that some people feel. So we feel we may have that conversation to be had. That it's all about having that conversation. We get Warrington talking is a big thing at the moment with Time to Change Hub. We've got a lot of great groups in Warrington, but our drive is to maybe just reach out to the community rather than the community come into a group, and we can have that conversation about maybe being isolated, maybe not knowing exactly what's out there. So a lot of it's signposting as well to all the different groups in Warrington, and be that maybe first contact.
And mental health services no doubt stretched across the country. There's repeated calls for more funding into services. But looking at Rise, what do you believe is the biggest challenge facing it?
I think facing mental health overall is obviously the stigma, there's obviously the concerns around people being misunderstood. You've heard of the local issues we've had. The big one for me is getting the people out there, getting the help we need to them people. Talking is massively important, but also then the support thereafter. If that means we have to support in the community, fantastic. Unfortunately, if that means you have to have some sort of more medical intervention, so be it. It's getting that signposting out there, it's getting people to be seen. Services are stretched. It's stretched all over the country, it knows that. And we've just got to do what we can to assist that and work with it, and not just stand in judgment of it.
Of course, and you briefly mentioned the stigma surrounding mental health then. Looking back, say, a decade ago, are we sort of at the same place, or improvements being made? Do you think we're making progress across society?
We're definitely making improvements, and we're definitely making improvements in services as well. People are being heard, a lot of the patient voice is being heard now, which is a great movement. For me, it's got to go on to that next step now of getting that help quicker, getting that help when it's needed, getting our crisis response, which is coming through this year, I believe, as best as it can be, that it suits the need of the person rather than the need of the service. That we don't just put people through services, that we actually design services for people. And I think that's our next step change now to move that forward.